I'm going to be completely honest. I have no idea what the difference is between Great Britain, England, UK. It's all the same to me. If I had to guess, though, I would say that isn't that what the UK used to be called, and then they switched over to the UK? I don't know. No clue, but we're about to find out as we react to this video, and I learned a little bit about Great Britain, United Kingdom, England, whatever. All right, here we go.
The United Kingdom, England, Great Britain, are these three the same place? Are they different places? Do British people secretly laugh at those who use the terms incorrectly? Who knows the answers to these questions? I do, and I'm going to tell you right now. For the lost, this is the world, this is the European continent, and...
Brett, one thing really quickly. Shouldn't they have had like a British guy actually explain this? This guy sounds American. All right.
This is the place we have to untangle. The area shown in purple is the United Kingdom. Part of the confusion is that the United Kingdom is not a single country, but instead is a country of countries. It contains inside of it 4 co-equal and sovereign nations. The first of these is England, shown here in red. England is often confused with the United Kingdom as a whole because it's the largest and most populous of the nations and contains the de facto capital city, London. To the north is Scotland, shown in blue, and to the west is Wales, shown in white. And, often forgotten even by those who live in the United Kingdom, is Northern Ireland, shown in orange. Each country has a local term for the population.
Ireland.
While you can call them all British, it's not recommended as the 4 countries generally don't like each other. The Northern Irish, Scottish, and Welsh regard the English as
Is that true? The four country? Well, you guys are all one country, but the 4 land masses don't really like each other? That's weird. Well, I feel like I always knew that like Irish and English didn't really get along. I feel like I've always like had a understanding
slave-driving colonial masters, no matter that all 3 have their own devolved parliaments and are allowed to vote on English laws despite the reverse not being true, and the English generally guard the rest as rural yokels who spend too much time with their sheep. However, as the 4 constituent countries don't have their own passports, they are all British citizens, like it or not. They are British citizens of the United Kingdom, whose full name, by the way, is the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. So where's Great Britain hiding? Right here. The area covered in black is Great Britain. Unlike England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, Great Britain is a geographical rather than a political term. Great Britain is the largest island among the British Isles. Within the United Kingdom, the term Great Britain is often used to refer to England, Scotland, and Wales alone, with the intentional exclusion of Northern Ireland. This is mostly, but not completely true, as all 3 constituent countries have islands that are not part of Great Britain, such as the Isle of Wight, part of England, the Welsh Isle of Anglesey, the Scottish Hebrides, the Shetland Islands, the Auckland Islands, and the islands of the...
You're telling me that this little piece of land, the Isle of Wight, is not a part of Great Britain? He's spitting out so much right now that it's hard for me to even follow along. Let's keep going. What is this landmass? This landmass that is in gray over here that he hasn't said what it is yet. So I'm imagining we're going to get to that.
The second biggest island in the British Isles is Ireland. It's worth noting at this point that Ireland is not a country, like Great Britain is a geographical, not political term. The island of Ireland contains on it 2 countries, Northern Ireland, which we have already discussed, and the Republic of Ireland. When people say they are Irish, they are referring to the Republic of Ireland, which is a separate country from the United Kingdom. However, both the Republic of Ireland and the United Kingdom are members of the European Union, even though England in particular likes to pretend that it's an island in the mid-Atlantic rather than 50 kilometers off the coast of France. But that's a story for another time. To review, the 2 largest islands in the British Isles are Ireland and Great Britain. Ireland has on it 2 countries, the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland, while Great Britain mostly contains 3, England, Scotland, and Wales. These last 3, when combined with...
Wait, I thought that Northern Ireland was a part of Great Britain. Didn't he just say that in the beginning? I thought he said that Northern Ireland was, and that the Republic of Ireland was its own country. Now we got British Isles up here. I thought that the U.S. was confusing with all of our 50 states. Y'all got like different land masses, but all connected on the same island, but one part of it is Northern Ireland, and one is the Republic of Ireland. One's a part of Great Britain or the UK, and it's confusing.
Northern Ireland formed the United Kingdom. There are still many unanswered questions, such as why when you travel to Canada is there British royalty on the money? To answer this, we need to talk about empire. You can't have gone to school in the English-speaking world without having learned that the British Empire once spanned a fourth of the world's land and governed nearly a fourth of the world's people. While it's easy to remember the parts of the British Empire that broke away violently, we often forget how many nations gained independence through diplomacy, not bloodshed. These want-to-be nations struck a deal with the empire, where they continue to recognize the monarchy as the head of state in exchange for a local autonomous parliament.
I did hear that currently Trump is thinking about joining this again with the monarchy. I don't think it's actually going to happen, but I did hear that he was floating that around, but that guy floats around all kinds of ideas.
To understand how they are connected, we need to talk about the Crown. Not the physical crown that sits behind glass in the Tower of London and earns millions of tourist pounds for the UK, but the Crown is a complicated legal entity best thought of as a one-man corporation. Who created this corporation? God did. According to British tradition, all power is vested in God, and the monarch is crowned in a Christian ceremony. God, however, not wanting to be bothered with micromanagement, conveniently delegates his power to an entity called the Crown. While this used to be the physical crown in the Tower of London, it evolved over time into a legal corporation sole, able to be controlled only by the ruling monarch. It's a useful reminder that the United Kingdom is still technically a theocracy, with the reigning monarch acting as both the head of state and the supreme governor of the official state religion, Anglicanism. Such are the oddities that arise when dealing with a 1,000-year-old monarchy. Back to Canada and the rest. The former colonies that gained their independence through diplomacy and continue to recognize the authority of the Crown are known as the Commonwealth Realm. They are, in decreasing order of population, Canada, Australia, Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, Jamaica, the Solomon Islands, Belize, the Bahamas, Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada, Antigua and Barbuda, St. Kitts and Nevis, and Tuvalu.
Wow.
All are independent nations, but still recognize the monarchy as the head of state, even though it has little real power within their borders. There are 3 further entities that belong to the Crown, and these are the Crown dependencies: the Isle of Man, Jersey, and Guernsey. Unlike the Commonwealth Realm, they are not considered independent nations, but are granted local autonomy by the Crown and British citizenship by the United Kingdom, though the UK does reserve the right to overrule the laws of their local assemblies. Are we done now? Almost, but not quite. There are still a couple of loose threads, such as this place, the tiny city of Gibraltar on the southern coast of Spain, famous for its rock, its monkeys, and for causing diplomatic tension between the United Kingdom and Spain. Or what about the Falkland Islands, which caused so much tension between the United Kingdom and Argentina that they went to war over them? These places belong in the last group of Crown properties known as British Overseas Territories, but their former name, Crown Colonies, gives away their origin. They are the last vestiges of the British Empire. Unlike the Commonwealth Realm, they have not become independent nations and continue.
He's talking way too fast with like way too many facts here for me to keep up with. You guys, this is insane. I had no idea that it was like this. That's like, do you guys learn about all of the? Obviously, you probably learn about all of this in school if you're from the UK. But yeah, this is all brand new to me.
Continue to rely on the United Kingdom for military and sometimes economic assistance. Like the Crown dependencies, everyone born within their borders is a British citizen. The Crown colonies are, in decreasing order of population, Bermuda, the Cayman Islands, the Turks and Caicos Islands, Gibraltar, the British Virgin Islands, Equatorial and Dikelia, Anguilla, St. Helena, the Ascension Islands, Tristan da Cunha, Montserrat, the British Indian Ocean Territory, the South Georgia and South Sandwich Islands, the Falkland Islands, the British Antarctic Territory, and the Pitcairn Islands. For our final Venn diagram, the United Kingdom is a country situated on the British Isles and is part of the Crown, which is controlled by the monarchy. Also part of the Crown and the British Isles are the Crown dependencies. The independent nations of the former empire that still recognize the Crown are the Commonwealth Realm, and the non-independent remnants of the former empire are the British Overseas Territories. Thank you very much for watching.
Damn. I think the entire point of the video was to show you how complicated and confusing it actually is. Had no idea, y'all. I'm saying y'all. That's us Americans over here saying y'all. That's pretty wild. Appreciate you watching. Hey, if you guys got anything else you want me to check out, whether it's in UK or any country out there, I'd be more than interested in checking that out. Just drop it in the comments. Channel is like brand new, so I don't have anything set up yet. And just really trying to, I have no idea what to watch. I'm trying to, it's hard to search for these things when I'm like doing general searches of like UK, Germany, and not sure exactly what the video is. I don't even know what I'm searching for. So if you guys got any recommendations, drop them in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.